Did you hear about the prophecy in Fontaine?
The prophecy in Fontaine? Oh no, what's happened now?
Oh.
Prophecy in Fontaine.
The prophecy in Fontaine? Oh no, what's happened now?
Once, there was a...
Let's go! You know what? Let me
have to use scissors to cut.
Let me go find a let's go to, you know what? Let's go to Fontaine. Let's go to Fontaine. It is only right we do our pools in here. I think I got the I got the spot. Got the spot. Okay, so how many pools do we got? Oh wait, do we got anything in the mail? Oh, we do got 600 primos for maintenance, and we will take that. Okay, so 32,948, 205 pools. Can we win the 50-50? So we don't, okay, first 10 pool. First 10 pool. Confirm. First 10 pool. Okay. Of course, we are not going to be lucky with we skipping. If we got it on the first pull, that would have been nice, but unfortunately, not. Okay. Second pull. Okay. Skip. I will take that. I will take that. Let's go to the shop. Might as well just pick up that. So we are on our third summon. Okay. Our fourth summon. So this is our fifth summon. Okay. So far we are like at 50 pulls. We are hitting like 60. We are hitting like kind of getting close to that soft pity. Yeah, we getting kind of close to soft pity here. Okay. Come on. Come on. Continue.
I am the knave, Arlecchino.
Easy!
Fourth of
Easy!
the Fatui Harbingers.
Okay, so
The children of the...
so this means weapon banner time. Everybody, I'm gonna give you a history on my weapon banner summoned in the past. Every time I have summoned on a weapon banner, it has never went good for me. But can that change today? Can we beat the odds? Got 4 right here, might as well use them. Of course, we want her weapon. First, pull. Okay. Second pull. What? Should I just start streaming my pools? Should I start streaming my pools? Is this just some streamer luck? Is the streamer luck real? Oh my. I should start streaming my pools in both Genshin and Star Rail. Bruh. Oh, let's go look at this beauty. And how many, okay. How many do I have after that? I have enough to pity the next character. I have enough to pity the next character. 2. And on top of that, I still have 69 days of Welkin. Okay, 69 days. That is just random, that number right there, guys. That's just random. Hoyo has blessed me. Thank you. Streamer luck is a real. Guys, just stream your pools from now on, okay? Just stream your pools. Streamer luck is a thing. I will bless you. Where is she? Where is she? Where are you? All the way down here? Or did I just miss you? I ain't tripping, right? Oh. And we got her weapon. Oh, yes. Oh, that's so beautiful. The drip. The drip is real with her. Oh. This is some drip. This is some drip. Oh, I don't even have enough to even level her. I don't even have enough. Don't even have enough. Okay. Okay, so now we got some story. This ain't the end of the stream, guys. Okay, this is not the end. We gotta go do that story, man. Like. Okay, so we got a new boss. We got a new air. Oh, we got a whole new area. I'm so excited for this area. New area. And we got the story. Do I even have enough? Oh, what do you mean? I don't have enough? Oh wait, I do. Never mind, I do. I'm tripping. There we go. Okay, so what's the world quest? Wait, what's this world quest? The shadow over go to quest, yeah, okay. Oh, that, okay, so that's, okay, there it is. Okay, so we gotta go all the way over here. Kinda sucks. Wait. We gotta put her on our team. Gotta do it. Okay. Gotta show her off. I got you guys. If my character will just stop moving for a second. Alright. So now my Daya, of course, Daya, and where you at? She's only level 20.
An insurmountable problem, I presume.
You know what? I'm trying to think. You know, we don't keep Elaine on here, and I think. Kind of tempted. Yeah.
Let me guess.
Or you know,
Need something tailor-made.
we don't
I'll
throw
do as you
this.
command.
Deploy. Okay. Now. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay, that's that. Oh, and it turns to. Oh, look at that. Oh my, that is. Oh, that's clean. That's. Let me turn down the Game Boy. Yeah, we don't want to turn this down. Let's put it.
Paimon, coming in. Paimon,
Oh my.
is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Just to let you know, Paimon is emergency food. So if we ever need food, we will be cooking Paimon. Okay. Oh, and look at that. You saw? She glitched out. That's cool. Okay, so oh, this is so elegant. Like that is so elegant. Oh my. I wish I could get her to level 80 right now. Oh. But I don't got the resources, chat. We don't got the This ain't good. But wait, we can extend. We can. Yeah, there we go. We can at least get. How many? I can't even fucking see. Okay, there we go. 38. Tripping? You kidding me? Wow, I can't even level up her talent. Okay, so let's start this. Let's start this story quest. So, oh my, that drip. Bro, the drip for Arlecchino is next level drip. Like, you know, in an entire new area. No! No, I didn't prepare her materials. You know why I didn't prepare her materials? Because I was so busy playing Star Rail. All my time was on Star Rail. And I would log on and I would do my dailies, get my Welkin, right? And log off and then go back to Star Rail and work on Star Rail. And now I'm over here being like, I should have prepared her materials. If I would have known that I was going to get this lucky on the weapon banner and the 50-50, I would have had her materials already prepared. Bruh, Star Rail has been taking up all my time, and now I got to worry about playing Genshin and grinding this out again, and then I gotta worry about playing Star Rail and grinding that out. Never catch a break. We don't catch a break. Okay. Now, I'll say half this dialogue is like the most useless shit I have ever seen. Like, so, like, here's the thing, okay? As someone who plays both Genshin and Star Rail, I kind of prefer Star Rail's dialogue over Genshin's dialogue, and I kind of prefer Pom Pom over Paimon. If there was a debate on who's the better mascot between Pom Pom and Paimon, Pom Pom takes the W. You know why Pom Pom takes the W? I'll tell you why. Because Paimon is the most annoying fucking mascot I have ever seen in a gacha game ever. Like, you know what the running gag is for Paimon? She's emergency food. So if we are ever out there in the wild with no food, we would literally cook Paimon because she's emergency food. That's how annoying she is. And while I like Star Rail, like, I feel like Star Rail has some really good story. Like, it's hard for me to debate here on which is the better story, like Genshin or Star Rail, because both are good in their own aspects. But half the dialogue in Genshin is the most useless dialogue I have ever seen. Yes, there are some important dialogues that you should not skip, but then there are some dialogues that are like, why am I sitting here, like, just reading this shit when this doesn't really give you any important story information or important lore? Now, I'm not saying that Star Rail doesn't do that either. Star Rail does do that. Like, you know, like, there are times in Star Rail where the dialogue, you're sitting there and you're being like, this is the most useless shit ever. Like, this shit ain't important. Let me skip this, right? So if there was an option to skip certain parts of that dialogue, you bet your ass I would skip it. So it's hard to say which is the better story, because Genshin and Star Rail are both great. Both have their pros and both have their cons. But here's the thing, since they are all made by Hoyo, there are, you know, you could say there are some connections between, like, Genshin and Star Rail, and Genshin, Star Rail, and Impact Third. Like, for example, in Star Rail, I feel like Star Rail has more... Okay, give me a second here. She just fucking fucking got, bro. Okay, so guys, that's hard mode right there. You want hard mode? Don't level up your character, okay? Like literally, I will show you what hard mode is. This is hard mode, right? You won't. Oh, we can't remove. Never mind.
Your mommy teach you that?
Okay, I am back. I'm back, guys. Okay, so as you see, like I'm not dead. Okay, like
Busted.
like.
Take it easy.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys.
Fun's over.
Okay. Now, this is the most debated topic in Genshin.
Quietly now.
Okay. You saw how hard it was for me to die there, right? Now, the most debated topic in Genshin for 3 years is like in-game content. And I'm like 50-50 with that. Now, the only form of in-game content we have in Genshin is Spiral Abyss, and even then you could say, like, is that really hard? Like, because you gotta realize, like, 3 years, like, when you have people playing this game, like, every day, whether it's thousands, whether it's millions, whether, like, you got people logging in every day, grinding, whether they're doing domains, artifacts, leveling up characters. Even when you have a character at like C0, and if you have like really good artifacts on them, you gotta realize that 3 years, people have most of their characters built and most of their teams already like built up with really good artifacts. It's hard for Hoyo and the Genshin team to add in-game. That will be a real challenge, because then you got the whales, right? You got the whales that have characters at C6, and some of these characters at C6 are so broken. Oh wait, story. Dream Imperator. I did not know that the gods could dream. Wait, oh shit, that shit went too fast. I was trying to read that, bruh. I saw the sea swallowing the earth. Or did you see that golden future that you once showed me? The children of white stone and brass sinking. The collapse of all that once was radiant. That prophecy, the Imperator, it is precisely to prevent it from happening, to fight against it. Bro, shit, it's going too fast. Give me a second here. I'm trying to read this. I'm trying to be dramatic here. We need to stop the autoplay. That's the problem here. The autoplay, guys. In this, I have had faith ever since I accepted this body and become a Remirian? I don't know if I pronounced that right. I probably butchered the shit out of that word. Apologies, Imperator. Forgive my lack of manners. Oh. Okay. Oh. What's happening here? Okay, this seems, thought you bestowed undying bodies upon the people, allowing humanity to fear the tides of the deep. Nevermore our souls are... Can it slow down? I'm trying to read here, game. The burden of fate is not something more mortal souls can... This game. Can't even fucking read. Okay, so... Not all humanity will be freed from the unconscious... And then one day the people will no longer need the guidance of Phobos and will be able to play their own symphony. You know, this sounds like, bruh, like I'm over here trying, because this is the dialogue you don't want to skip. This is the shit you don't want to skip right here. Yeah, they moving through. They ain't giving me fucking time to read this shit. They'd be like, nah, we moving through. Remus. Okay. Remus, you once said that you would create a future free from the shackles of divine destiny. Yet your realm now lies violently shattered, and the chasm you tried to bridge has grown deeper. Still, the immortal race you created and the peoples of the waters are slaughtering one another. And now this so-called eternal city too faces imminent collapse. You cannot control your own creation. The symphony has brought neither justice nor happiness, but instead has become the source of all sin. Thought their flesh and blood have been sundered from water and soil. The lost souls guide them upon the path of inevitable death. Nothing less the curse of Fortuna is upon your people and upon you. Still, this is our last resort, as long as the symphony is played. Okay. Is this the only way your usurpers, lords of humanity? I probably butchered that first word, okay? And I know I probably butcher some shit, some words here, but it happens to all of us, okay? Like, let's be honest. Known to atone after bringing things to ruination, still your resolve at least does not shame your kingly crown. Okay. Sounds like this shit, that was some fucking lore right there. See, that's the dialogue you don't want to skip, you know, like at all. That's some important shit, but very vague too. That's like, here's the thing, that right there kind of is Genshin's lore. Genshin's story and lore is so well fleshed out. It's like, you know, it's so good, man. Now, what was I saying? Yeah. No one cares about you, Paimon. Yeah, we were talking about endgame. So, you gotta realize that 3 years, you got whales who have characters C6, right? And now when you have a character, some characters are C6. I would literally tell you what characters. We about to do this shit. Okay, so, where's that? Character archive. Okay. So we already know our Arlecchino. Her C6 is going to be fucking broken. Like, bro, let's see what this shit does. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, they. Yeah, her C6 is broken. Okay, so Arlecchino now hits the list of characters that will have a C6 that is literally just broken beyond belief. Furena, best support. Like, literally, Furena is the best support in the game, and has at C6 is broken. Nuvalet, probably messed up his name, but you get the point. He's broken at C6. Who else? Sino. Sino's a really good C6. Like, Sino's good, but you get the point, right? Like, No. She's not the best. I'm just saying, like, at C6, Arlecchino. Oh, no. Are you talking about Fiorina? Okay, so Fiorina. Okay, so you pair Fiorina with, like, someone like Neuvillette, right? You put Neuvillette and Fiorina together. She is going to be boosting his damage to the high heavens. Like, literally, Neuvillette is the best DPS ever. So, if you have Neuvillette, right, and let's say he's not C6, right, but you have Fiorina C6, she's just going to make him even more broken and more insane. Like, Neuvillette is so broken, right, that he could literally solo Spiral Abyss by himself. By himself, right? Now, you put Neuvillette and Fiorina together, it's just broken beyond comparison. And not even then, you put, like, Fiorina, Neuvillette, Elaine, even Elaine. Elaine is still, like, one of the most broken Hydro characters in this game. And she came out, like, what, maybe about 2 or so years ago or something? Like, even to this day, Elaine is still broken, right? So, when you got these characters that are, like, so broken at C6, and they don't even gotta be C6 to be broken. They could be C0 and still be broken. You don't need C6. So, people gotta realize that it is hard for the Genshin devs to add in-game content after 3 years. That is, like, an actual challenge to players. Like, only way it will be a challenge, right, is if you decide to be like, you know what, I'm going to take off, like, Elaine's signature weapon, right? You take off her signature weapon and you put, like, some trash on it, right? And then be like, oh, I'm just going to take off her artifacts, right? I'm not playing the game with no artifacts and the most shittiest weapon, right? That's the only way it's going to be a challenge. So how do you add in-game content or in-game content after 3 years and make it very hard for players? Like, how do you do that? That is why it's like one side of the Genshin community doesn't care for in-game, because they only care for one thing: pulling 5-star characters, story, and lore, and fun events, right? They want lore, story, 5-star characters, event, right? And exploration, new areas, right? The other side, and this consists of Genshin players and Star Rail players. We can't leave out the Star Rail players because we already know the Star Rail players love the meme of Genshin could never, right? Genshin could never. They love that meme. That side is like, 3 years, your game doesn't got in-game content. We still taking the W's over in Star Rail because after 4 months, we got in-game content. And then we got more in-game content. But Genshin didn't do that at the start. I guarantee you, 100%. If the roles were reversed, if it was flipped, if Star Rail came out before Genshin, Star Rail 99.9% would be in the state that Genshin is in, with no in-game content. Right? Genshin, let's say, would come out after Star Rail. 4 months would have in-game. If the teams were reversed, right? You had the Genshin team made Star Rail first, right? And then the Star Rail team made Genshin. It would be completely different. So people gotta realize that it's hard to do in-game content after 3 years when you got everybody who has the most broken characters, broken artifacts, broken weapon. They can clear the shit very fast if they want to. It's no challenge to them. And how do you combat that? How do you make it hard, right? That is the struggle of Genshin and added in
Staring
game.
into my eyes is ill-advised.
Because at the start of Genshin,
What you see.
what Genshin focused on was different from what Star Rail focused on. Star Rail, while they kind of focus on the story, but the story kind of had a slow burn. I wouldn't know because, like, while I did take that 6-month break from Star Rail, I did start playing Star Rail when it first came out. And the story was very slow paced compared to what Genshin's story was. So it seemed like while Star Rail focused more on adding content that was hard and adding in-game content after 4 months, and 4 months isn't a long time. They went to work on that. The Star Rail team was like, you know what, we don't start working on this shit. Let's start adding in-game right now. We don't do that. The Genshin team was like, nah, fuck the in-game content. We don't work on the story. We don't give people story. We don't give them lore. We don't flesh out the world. Because Genshin is open world. Now, open world games are only as good as what the story gives you. You can have an open world game, but if the story is shit, if it doesn't explain what this area is, or what these characters are, or why are we here in this world, in this vast world, then it's gonna leave people with, like, confusion. Like, be like, the fuck is this? What's happening? So Genshin took the different approach. While I wouldn't mind some in-game content in Genshin, I just am looking at it from a realistic standpoint of being like, man, it's hard to add in-game at this point and stage in Genshin. How can they do it? How can they add something that is actually a challenge to players? But yeah, that's my opinion on the whole. But back to the story, man. That cutscene though, this is what I like about Genshin. Is it's like they give you this dialogue and be like, try to break down what this shit is, right? Like, where were we? And where were we? Like, what was that golden city? Like, it literally was like a dimension, or a sort of like a mythological, you know, think of it like, okay, Greek mythology, right? Like, not that the Greek mythology is real, but you know, like how people like in the Greeks be like, you know, what is Mount Olympus, right? They depict Mount Olympus, right? You know the cartoon Hercules, right? You know the movie Hercules. Everybody's seen that, right? Where Mount Olympus is like this golden, sort of beautiful place. That's what kind of like that dimension was like. It was like beautiful, golden. It was divine. It was like, I feel like that holds some form or connection to Celestial. And if you don't realize, in Genshin, you got the Archons, right? The Archons are the gods, right? You got Celestial. The Archons follow the will of Celestial. Then you got the Unknown God. The Unknown God basically, you know, is the heavenly principles. They sort of, you know, make sure that the Archons and others are following the will of Celestial. So they are above the Archons, but they aren't above Celestial. So then I'm thinking like, what was that area? Like, it was talking about Remus. Who's Remus? Is Remus a god? Is he... Does he hold some form of connection to Celestial? Or, like, maybe a connection to the Heavenly Principles? Or the unknown... Like, the Heavenly Principles is the unknown god. Like, to put it in simple terms, when you say the unknown god, just think of it. Oh, the Heavenly Principles. So, it was... left me with more answers than I can even... It was vague. It was vague. It was like, okay, we don't give you a little bit of, like, story here. A little bit of lore, like something to eat up. Also, why was the traveler having a vision of that? Now, if you don't know, the twins are older than the Archons. If you actually, play Genshin, you will know that Zhongli, who is the Geo Archon, is 500 years old. The twins are older than Zhongli. Meaning that they were older than 500 years old. I feel like this story is about to be... I feel like this story quest is about to be so cracked. Like, it is about to be cracked. Oh, and it was saying symphony. Symphony, right? It was like, in that dialogue, it was talking about symphony. Now... symphony is like, to me, is like music, right? Like, that's what, like, that's why I come to terms when I hear symphony. I'm thinking of music, right? What does that mean? Like what is Remus? Is Remus, I would guess Remus is a god, right? And I guess a symphony is... when he mentions a symphony, it's confusing. Like, I'm actually confused here. Like, think there's a connection with twins and... Oh! Twins and Honkai. I think, here's the thing. Hoyo loves Impact 3rd. They love that game so much, right? That they are still making content for that game. They are still updating that game. I don't know what more they could do with... Actually, they could, because now you got Star Rail. Now you got Genshin. Now, they could add... in Impact 3rd, they could add references of the twins from Genshin, and then they could add references of Star Rail, right? They already did that, actually. Star Rail and Impact 3rd are actually already reference each other. Now, if you don't know, Raiden I from Genshin is essentially, which everybody should know this, is Mei from... Well, Raiden I isn't Mei from Impact 3rd, but they are very, very similar. Similar look. Similar story. For example, Raiden A, because if you kept up with Genshin, you know that the twins were running away from... I'm gonna butcher the shit out of this. I'm about to butcher this. I already know. Kanara. Yeah, I butchered it. They were running away from. I gotta look. See, Hoyle loves to come up with fucking words that is like. They love to challenge people. They'd be like, let's name this shit in a way where we know 90% of the player base is gonna fucking butcher the shit out of this word just to make them lose their shit. Like sometimes half the names in this game and half the words in Hoyle games, they make me question my intelligence sometimes. Be like, why the fuck do they gotta name this shit so complicated? Like just make it easy. Stop putting this big word in front of my fucking face and expecting me to actually know how to pronounce this shit. Okay, so like, wait. I'm gonna put autoplay on this shit. Okay, so I'm looking at this fucking word and I'm thinking, yeah. Kanara. Yeah, nope, nope, okay. Okay, yeah. I'm about to. Now. Tell me that you would not butcher this word 100%. Because we already know. 90% of everybody probably would butcher the shit out of this. Now, how would you pronounce this right? Like, how would you say that word, right? Like, let's be real here. Look at that. They expect people to fucking pronounce that shit and not mess it up. Like, Hoyle knows. They know they will mess that shit up. So I'm just gonna say, I'm just gonna say Kanara. Kanara. Fuck it. I don't care. I don't give two shits about how it's pronounced. So that city right there, or that dynasty that was created by humans, was destroyed by Celestial. At least they pronounce a fucking. At least they made one word easier. Like, bro, like you can't fuck up that, right? Celestial. Like, that's so easy. Celestial. Like, gave us something easy for once, okay? Even think Raiden I. Like, can't pronounce that. But point is, Celestial being celestial and in gods. Now, if what I love about Genshin and Star Rail is when you think of a god, right? What is a god in your mind? A god is omnipotent, all-seeing, all-powerful, right? A god is above everything. A god is perfect, right? That's what humans in general look to when they think of a god. They think a god is everywhere. A god is perfect. No mortal, no human can be as beautiful and as perfect as a god, right? So that's what celestial in a sense are. So what did this city or this dynasty do to incur the wrath of Celestial? Now this dynasty, this majestic dynasty created by human hands, sought to be better than the gods. And now what happens when humans believe themselves to be better than a god, right? This is where the thinking cap comes on. When humans believe to be think themselves above a god, be like, we can do better than a god. Look at Greek mythology. In Greek mythology, there was, if I remember. Okay, so in Greek mythology, there was a human, and this is just all, this isn't real, okay? This is just like, it's just a story to tell. There was a human called Icarus, and he ignored Daedalus. He sought to be better than the god. He flew too close to the sun. No. It's Icarus. It's Icarus. I know my Greek very well. Go look it up. So Icarus ignored the warning of Daedalus, and he sought to fly too close to the sun. What happened? He flew too close to the sun, and his wings melted. So it's sort of like, in a sense, like humans believe, if they believe themselves above a god, then what would a god do? They would punish. So that's what this dynasty did. They saw themselves to be better than Celestial. Now I don't know whether throughout Genshin's story they have kind of made Celestial out to be, like, not good, right? Not even the Archons like Celestial. The Archons are, while they follow the will of Celestial, while they have to obey the laws of the Heavenly Principle, their belief and their take on Celestial isn't a nice one. So Celestial basically sent the Archons to wipe out this dynasty, this kingdom, this that was created by humans, and that's what happened. This is why the twins were escaping and running. This is basically the start of what happened. What I like about Raiden and I, what I like about May from Impact 3rd, what I like about Acheron, even from Star Rail, they are all similar in a sense. They all have a tragic backstory. Their story really isn't sunshine and rainbows. It isn't like happily ever after. You beat the boss, you live happily ever after. Nah. That's not how shit goes. So Raiden and I, just like May from Impact 3rd, and just like Acheron, has a tragic backstory. They all have a tragic backstory. Raiden and I's tragic backstory is her sister, who was the Archon before her, was sent over there, and she died. She got killed. Don't know how she got killed, no, which is like surprising. Like, how did she die? Like, How could an Archon die? Like, an Archon is supposed to be a god, right? They are gods in a sense. What is strong enough to kill a god? That's the answer that they never answered. Like, what is stronger than a god? So Acheron, in a sense. So now we don't go to Star Rail. Same thing. If you don't know, Acheron and Raiden, they both released on their anniversary. First year anniversary Genshin, Raiden released. First year anniversary of Star Rail, Acheron released. Acheron actually made a callback to Impact Third. Now, if you don't know, I don't play Impact Third. Yeah. Like, I never really played the game. I just watch videos of it, watch story stuff of it. That's really about it. Didn't play it. Genshin was actually my first Hoyo game that I really delved and played. Acheron actually made a callback to Impact Third. If you know, in Impact Third, you got Kevin, right? Your boy Kevin, who basically was, yeah, I don't know much about him as a character. I only know parts and bits of Impact's third story. I don't know everything. I didn't keep up with it like that, but I do know your boy Kevin kind of went like kind of psycho a little. Yeah. Acheron said to Stella. Now, if you don't know, Stella is like Kiana. Kiana in Impact Third was a very close friend with May. May and Kiana were basically friends. So Stella said, "You remind me of somebody I once walked shoulder to shoulder with, side by side." Call back to Kiana from Impact Third. If you play as Callus, who is basically Kevin. Like, Callus is basically Kevin. Let's be real here. They are very similar. Just like Kiana and Stella are very similar in a sense. Acheron is like, "You remind me of somebody I once had to draw my blade on." Call back to Kevin from Impact Third. How Hoyo is interesting, and rumor has it, I was told by somebody in this chat, I don't know how true it is. They told me. They said that. Oh, I just died. So they said that Star Rail is getting a crossover with Genshin. They literally told me that Star Rail and Genshin are kind of getting a crossover. Don't know how true that is. Now, I need to see some information, some leaks of this, because, where I have not seen any leaks of such a crossover happening. Oh, I'm breaking up. Is that better? Can you hear me? No, well, let me turn down this volume a little bit more.
Paimon coming in. Paimon coming in.
Okay, is that better?
Can you hear Paimon?
Am I breaking up still? Okay. Test. Can you hear me? If you can hear me, if I'm good, just put down anything in the chat. Okay, no you can't. No, I can't. No, you can't. Okay, what? We don't. What about now? Is that better? I turned up my mic volume a little more, so that should be better. Should be more clear. Like I adjusted my mic. I adjusted my mic level, so I should be better. I did turn it up a little bit more. Okay, so as I was saying, somebody, I'm not going to name names here, said that Star Rail is going to cross over with Genshin. Now, I have yet to see any leaks of such a thing happening, and I keep up with both games now. Since I started playing Star Rail, I kind of been going back and sort of like, you know, keeping up now with it, just like I keep up with Genshin, and I haven't seen no such thing. All I know, so where was this information? Like, what was the source? Was it a reliable source? So I need some proof that Star Rail is getting a crossover with Genshin. It was a leak that was taken down. So, okay. How reliable is the leak though? Was it taken down by Hoyo? If it was taken down by Hoyo themselves, then okay, that's very reliable, because if Hoyo comes in and be like, nah fam, we don't want to take this shit down right now, then yeah, okay, you know Hoyo's cooking something. But okay, was it taken down? Was Hoyo the one who said take his shit down? Did Hoyo come in and be like, take his shit down? Did they give the order? Did they give the hit? So that's the question. Like, no beating around the bush now. Like, straight to the point. Was it Hoyo that did that? Okay. Then that shit is reliable as fuck. If Hoyo comes in and tells them take this person's shit down, you know it's true. You know they cooking something. Okay. So that just leads me to be like, okay, like if Star Rail is getting a crossover with Genshin, then shouldn't Genshin get a crossover with Star Rail? Like, right? Like, because then that means that, like, for Star Rail to get a crossover with Genshin, that means that the Genshin team would kind of have to work along with the Star Rail team. Like that would mean that like a collaboration between both teams are like, yeah, you know what? This is a good idea. Let's work together. And it actually makes sense because, okay, this is where we go deeper into like the lore, right, of what Genshin is, right? So the twins. People say, why aren't the twins in Genshin like so overpowered, right? They are older than in the Archons, right? They traveled to different worlds. They have seen the fall of other worlds. They have seen the destruction of other worlds. They kind of been like here and there, right? And let's be honest, no human is capable of traveling from one world to another world to another world, right? That requires like some god level shit. So that leads me to believe that the twins, that they are older than the Archons. That leads me to believe that that they were powerful than the gods in Genshin, right? And if you're going to say if they're more powerful than the gods in Genshin, then why aren't they so broken? Well, because simple plot. If Hoyle was like, you know what, let's show the true potential of the twins, right? It will already be game over. There will be no story. There will be no Genshin. There will be nothing. It will just be like you will start up the game, choose your character, choose either the female twin or the male twin, and then it will be like game over. Thank you for playing. We're shutting down the servers. It's over. They're too strong. Like they gotta make them weak, you know, to have a story. So that's why, like, I always feel like there's like a connection. Like, I feel like, in a sense, if the twins have been to different worlds, could they have gone to Impact Third world? Could they have gone to Star Rail world? And are they like kind of bound by a certain, like, can they go to a certain point in time in that world? Like, for example, could they have gone to the ending of like Impact Third world and seen like how it ends? Or could they go to Star Rail world and go to the end and see how it ends for the Trailblazer? Like, literally, like, be like, oh yeah, we already know how the fuck it's going to end for you and you and you. Like, it just sort of like throw theories out there and be like, man, you look at it and be like, huh, you kind of question it. You'll be like, in some sense, it makes sense, right? But in some way, it doesn't make sense. And it's sort of like, it makes you scratch your head. And then, like, Genshin, the Abyss. Like, bro, like the last time we got any fucking story with that, who's that character? Who's that character? Danzel, man, I can't even pronounce his character. See, I can't even pronounce his name. This is what I mean when Hoyle likes to give characters like, oh, we gotta go lower. I'm over here, like, okay. It's time to swim. Okay, at least we got swimming in Genshin. Like, bro, we can swim. We can swim in Genshin. That shit's awesome. Okay. Okay, this motherfucker right here. This dude right here. Okay, that dude right there. Dance full. I don't fucking know his name. See, this is what I mean with these names, man. Like, come on, man. Like, I can pronounce, okay, Dea, Elaine, Shinna, Bennett, Nuvalet, Farena, Arlecchino, Chlorinide, Chlorinide. I probably messed up her name. So, some of the names I can pronounce, but then some names in this game is like, oh yeah. But point is, that dude right there, Danzel, or whatever fuck you want to call him, you can call him whatever you want, guys. I honestly, I'm not going to like, I ain't going to correct you. You butcher his name, I understand. To know this shit. Or pronounced it. But point is, this dude is tied to Kanara, or that's, yeah, point is, he's tied to all that shit from the beginning. Where the fuck is that dude? Like, last time he made an appearance was... Wow, it's been quite a few patches. I will admit, last time we saw him, it was in Sumeru. Yeah, Sumeru was the last time we saw his character. Now, rumor has it in 4.7 we're supposed to see his character again. But point is, like, he is tied to the Abyss. Now, if you don't know, the Abyss is like, so whether you choose Lumini or Lumini is the female twin. The female twin. Whether you choose the female twin or the male twin, you'll get you either, let's say you choose the female twin, then you got the male twin is sort of like the king, right? He's the leader of the Abyss. If you choose the female, if you choose the male, then that means the female is the leader of the Abyss. And now the Abyss, their whole thing is they are... Oh, shut up, Paimon. No, nobody wants to hear your ass. What was that saying, bruh? See, this is why I hate Paimon. Like, she starts talking, and then all you can fucking think of is like fucking emergency food and just cook her ass, because she just makes you lose your train of thought. Like, 1 second you were like talking about some shit that's actually important to the story, and then the next second she says something, Paimon just comes out of nowhere and says some shit or makes some sound and makes you lose your train of thought. And now all you think about is fucking cooking her for dinner. Okay, yeah, so I was saying the Abyss is remnant into that dynasty, Kanara. Or I butchered the shit out of that word and out of that place name. I could care less, because if Hoyo needs to stop fucking making words so hard to pronounce, like, just give me something easy to say, bruh. But okay, so they hold some form in connection to that place, and they don't like Celestial. Let's be honest, if somebody came and destroyed your home, right? Let's be real. If somebody came and destroyed your home and took everything you loved away from you, would you like them? Nah. Your ass will be like, I'm about to fucking go to war with them. Next time I see their ass is going to get cooked. I'm about to bury them 6 feet under. Right? That's what you would think. Right? That's how the Abyss feels. Celestial is this god, and they are like, you know what, we don't go in all gangster. We don't destroy your home. We don't curse you, right? We don't fucking curse you. That's what they did. They basically cursed the humans, and so those who survived are cursed. So now the Abyss is like, they want to fucking destroy Celestial. And if you actually don't know, the Fatui is the same way. The Fatui Heartbringers are essentially the same. They don't like Celestial. So when you look at it, when the Fatui, the Archons, the Abyss, when they have nothing good to say about Celestial, then yeah, it's you get it. You understand because it's like, okay, like they're like, you know what? They aren't as benevolent as you would think a god is. Like, you know, like a god is wrathful but benevolent, merciful and loving. Celestial is kind of like the opposite. Celestial is like they will basically destroy any civilization if they believe that their authority and their power is being challenged. Just because these humans created or invented, you know, something that, you know, the god, like Celestial, didn't like. Like, it's actually pretty stupid. It's actually really stupid. It's like, here's an example, right? So let's say you created something that was so great, right? And somebody didn't like that. So they come in and they destroy it. And they just take everything that you loved and you created and smashed it. Because they didn't like it. Because you thought of something that they didn't think of. That basically is Celestial. Celestial would be like, you know what? We don't go in. We don't destroy this civilization because they created something I don't like. Or I didn't think of. It's actually pretty wild. Fuck. You know, that actually makes me think of Star Rail. Like in Star Rail, you got the Aeons, right? The Aeons are basically celestial, right? So, like, in a sense, Genshin and Star Rail are essentially similar because you got the Archons, right? Who have to follow the will of Celestial. And then you got the Heavenly Principles, right? The unknown god that sort of like, you know, is below Celestial but above the Archons, right? So in Star Rail, you got the Aeons, which is basically they preside over everything in the universe. They oversee everything. So they are above everything. Then you got the Emanators. The Emanators are essentially Archons, right? The Emanators have to follow the will of the Aeons. That is like, so the first Emanator that you actually meet in Star Rail, which is actually the same in Genshin. Actually, no, it's not the same. Because the first Archon we met was Venti, so that is not the same. That's actually different. Yeah, that's actually different. Raiden was the second Archon. No. Raiden was actually the third Archon because we got... Yeah, like Raiden was the third Archon we met. So it's actually different. That's the one thing that's actually different between Raiden and Acheron. So back to the point. Acheron was the first Emanator that you actually meet in Star Rail. Now, she follows the Nyality, right? Nyality is, if I'm correct on this, is an Aeon? Is a god? I don't know if I'm 100% correct on that, but I would assume that the Nyality is an Aeon and is a god. But point is, like, in terms of Genshin and Star Rail, they're actually very similar. But they're different too. They're still different in their own way. and there's a cat. The cat name is Osa. Oh, we got a fucking cat. Let's go. Bruh, I think that is my favorite animal in Genshin. Is the cat. And I fucking heard that in Star Rail, the Stellaron hunters, they follow like Ilios, and Ilios is a god. Okay, but what? But so is wait. Okay, but is Ilios a Aeon? Because from what I understand, is it says that Aeons are mysterious, godlike, higher dimensional beings in Honkai Star Rail, and they preside over the universe. The birth of an Aeon gives rise to a path. Now, from what I get, the paths are, okay, so like, for example, from what I'm reading here, so, okay, so I'm just like kind of reading what. Okay, so like what I understand from this, like, so like the paths are basically like nihility, preservation, stuff like, you know, that, right? So like all these different paths. But is Ilios a Aeon, or is he? If he's a god, would he be considered an Aeon, right? This is where it's kind of like gets a little confusing on some of this shit. Like trying to understand all of this shit is like, it's like fucking rocket science. I'm gonna be real. This shit sometimes feels like rocket science. And okay, so he's alluded to being an Aeon. Okay, that it wouldn't make sense if he's a god, right? Then he's not an Emanator. And if he's not an Emanator, then he must be an Aeon, because an Aeon is a god, and they preside over everything in the universe. So if he can foresee sort of the future, or foresee different, you know, basically, you know, read the future, then, right, he must be an Aeon. And then you got, from what, okay, and then so you got the Emanators. The Emanators, from what I understand, they also bestow their power onto an emanator. And an emanator basically have to follow the will of an Aeon. And that's what Acheron is. But wait. If Ilios is a Aeon, why are the Stellaron hunters working for Ilios? Then, then who is what Aeon would Ilios be, right? So, we know that Acheron is Niality, and she's an emanator. So she has to follow the will of Niality. And so her journey is sort of going towards the end of Niality. That is where, from what I have gathered in Acheron's story, is she is journeying towards the end of Niality. Okay, so, but then, what emanator would if Ilios is a Aeon, what Aeon is Ilios? And if he's not Niality, then he would have to be a different Aeon. Then if he's a different Aeon, then what emanator did he, give his, give power to? That I am 100% not. This ain't a fucking theory now. This is me actually being like 100% only emanator. Okay? Trust me on that shit. Acheron's not the only emanator. There's gonna be fucking more. We're gonna see more emanators. Meaning that, like, be prepared to bust out your wallets, okay? Because just like Archons are probably the most busted characters in Genshin, and they're the most sought out 5 stars ever. Like, bro, like Raiden. People spent bank to pull Raiden. Venti, people pull Venti. Everybody loved Venti, and Venti is very good. Furena, no, you already know that. Neuvillette. This is, now you're wondering, why am I saying Neuvillette, right? I'm saying Neuvillette because Neuvillette is the Hydro Souvenir Dragon. You're probably thinking this is where Genshin and Star Rail are different. You're probably wondering what is the Souvenir Dragon, and if you play Genshin, you would know what they are. They are the actual Archons. You're probably thinking, what do you mean that they are the actual Archons? There are 7 Archons, right? For 7 nations. The Hydro Nation, the Pyro Nation, Electro, yeah, you get the point. 7 Archons, meaning there were 7 Souvenir Dragons. Before the Archons had their power, they actually stole the power from the Souvenir Dragons. The Souvenir Dragons are the real Archons. Celestial just came in, took that fucking power. This is where Celestial is, like, to me, is the bad guy. So they came in, they basically stole the power of the Souvenir Dragons, gave it to the Archons. Neuvillette is the Hydro Souvenir Dragon, and if you played Fontaine's Story Quest, Furena was not the real Hydro Archon. Yeah, it was a little bit. That's a little bit of an explanation to go through, but put it point simply, Furena was just a puppet that was, supposed to play the part of the Hydro Archon, while the real Furena, who was the real Hydro Archon, was playing Celestial, because Celestial actually cursed Fontaine. Celestial basically came in and punished the Hydro Archon for a sin, and basically was like, your nation is going to be submerged in water. We're going to submerge your entire nation in water because you did a sin. You committed a sin, a crime. And so your punishment is your entire nation is going to be just killed off, submerged. So what the real Hydro Archon did was created a sort of, you have Furena, who it's weird, okay? So Furena, it wasn't the real Hydro Archon. Focalors, I probably butchered her name, but Focalors was the Hydro Archon, and she basically had Furena play the part. Think of it as a movie. Put an actor in place, right? That's what she did. Furena was the actor. She was supposed to, like, this entire time, her plan was to fool Celestial. And at the end of it, she got killed off. Focalors sacrificed herself, and in doing so, returned, the Hydra, returned all the power that is actually Nouvelette's power back to Nouvelette. So now Nouvelette is actually the real Hydro Archon, guys. So that's where Genshin and Star Rail is different. Unless Star Rail decides to sort of copy Genshin, which if they do copy Genshin, then that's a massive L. Come on, if Star Rail comes in and be like, yeah, oh, the Emanators aren't the real gods. These are the real gods. That's just a copy and paste shit type thing. That's not original at all. So, but I don't see Star Rail doing that. I don't see them actually trying to copy Genshin. That they don't need to. They don't need to copy Genshin. They do good by themselves. Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of lore to catch up on. There's just it's hard to keep up with all of this. It's hard. And when you play both Genshin and Star Rail, you're bro, there's just so much shit. There's too much shit to catch up on. And it's if you aren't on top of that daily grind, it's you can miss out on a lot. For me, I took 6 months off from Star Rail. Now you're thinking, man, that ain't bad, right? Nah, that shit was bad. I came back to Star Rail 6 months later and was like, the fuck is this? I gotta level up these characters. I gotta get this shit to level 80. I gotta do this shit. I gotta do all this story. I gotta do all these events. It was so much shit, and I still got shit in there to do, and I'm over here being like, kill me. And then on top of 6 months, let's see, I miss Silver Wolf, I miss Kafka, I missed Black Swan's banner, yeah, Rune May, I miss Rune Rune Mei. I miss Fuzuan banner. Yeah, like, so when you take 6 months off from these gacha games, you come back and be like, the fuck is this? I miss all this shit. And then you're over here being like, oh, I gotta do all of this. But the saving grace of my account was, here's the thing, I pulled Acheron. I won the 50-50. Yeah, easy money. So then I got Jin Lee. Okay. Yeah, so I got Acheron, Jin Lee, I got Sealy, I got Avaturn. Avaturn fucking has saved my account. Acheron and Avaturn has just saved my fucking account, has carried me. Like, bro, like, I don't take Avaturn off. Like, even at, like, level 74, the man has fucking cleared, like, bro, he has gone up against level 80 enemies and just said, fuck you. Like, just give them the middle finger. That's what Avatar has done. Like, he just doesn't give two shits if they're, like, level 80. Like, a level 70 Avatar, like, barely built, like, with only, like, maybe 3k defense, right? You are good. Right? If you get 4k defense, you're even better. Just fucking throw, like, a bunch of defense on him because he scales off defense. And then throw him on your team. Put like 1 DPS there, right? Put Avatar, a healer, 1 DPS, and 1 support. Yeah, you're good. You clear shit. You don't gotta worry. Unless they make, like, knowing Star Rail, they probably will make content later on to try to counter him. Knowing the Star Rail team, and they'll be like, it'll be like Star Wars team be like in the meeting room, be like, man, we are tired of seeing people run Avatar. Let's do this, try to counter his ass, right? But then they come out with another character, right, that will work really well with him and just make him more busted, right? And then you throw that character on, and you just kind of change up your team a little bit, and then you're good. Like, because that's what I kind of see Star Rail doing. Like, they come out with a broken character, then they come out with content to try to counter him, then they come out with another broken character that just makes that content basically easy mode, and you throw that character with that broken character, and it's like a never-ending cycle. So it's like trying to make in-game content hard is not as easy as people think it is. Not when they keep coming out with broken character after broken character. Okay, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Take the blank score. Okay. What the f does it mean, take the blank score? Guys. It says take the blank. What the fuck? Oh, wait. I think I got it. No. The fuck am I supposed to? Oh, I can pet. Oh, wait, wait, wait. Okay, okay, I see. I see. Oh! I was kind of dumb there for a second. I was like, the fuck was I supposed to do?
Things. What are they used
Okay, I gotta switch controllers. Also, my character is just walking by itself. For some reason, I think my blue controller has some form of stick drift. I'm gonna be 100% honest there. Continue exploring the castle. Yeah, I like to take my time with the story. Like, as you see, I'm kind of like not trying to rush through it. Okay. Man, I wish. Wait, wait. Do I have enough to at least level her weapon up? I don't even have enough material. But what about her weapon? Can I level this up? Okay, select. Oh, I got plenty of this, that's for sure. I didn't fucking level way up. For real? Okay. Oh, I don't even have an... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Got enough to level up the weapon. Oh, there's wait. Let me go get this waypoint right here. There was a challenge. Okay, there's a challenge right here. See, this is where like Genshin, this is where Genshin and Star Rail is different. Okay, so you want all the rewards, right? This is what I kind of see from the Star Rail community. Like I said, I play both. I play both Star Rail and Genshin. I like both. The Star Rail community is like, oh, we get better rewards than Genshin. But they forget that Genshin is open world. A lot of the rewards that Genshin gives is more from exploration, like from actually exploring. Like you got like this massive region, right? Like this giant world, right? So a lot of it is from just exploring. Like right here, I'm going to get like primos from doing this, right? If I complete it, like I'm like if I could like fucking complete it. Oh. Okay, so we gotta go down here, go down here, Wait, do we gotta go? Oh, wait, we gotta go through here. Gotta enter. Then we gotta. Oh yeah. Huh. There. And now, you're probably thinking it's only 5 primos, right? But do you know how many chests and challenges are like hidden in the open world? So like, that shit adds up. And then like the story quests and the side quests that gives like rewards and primos, that adds up. And then any event, like a lot of events do come in each update in each version, so we get quite a few events, so then that adds up. So it's just like any gacha game. You want the rewards, you gotta play the game. If you don't play the game, what do you expect? you expect be like, give it to me for free, right? And the thing with Star Rail is like, because the Star Rail is more linear, right? Star Rail world is linear. It isn't like very open world. So there's not like a whole much to explore. So in order to keep the retention in players playing, Star Rail does more events. They come out with more events. They give more rewards. They sort of like motivate players to keep playing and coming back. Where Genshin, it doesn't really need to do that to keep players sort of like playing. Like the world is more vast and open, and you know, it's like, okay, they don't gotta really like try to keep the retention of players playing. And whether Genshin loses players, every gacha game loses players. But then those same players will come back. Like, guarantee you. Those players who said they stopped playing Genshin, I call bullshit. They will come back and play, like, because of Arlecchino. They'll be like, oh shit, let me come back. Let me bust out the wallet. Where's my wallet? Where's the credit card? 100%. Oh yeah. So if you don't know a little bit of lore of Osa, so Osa is the cat, right? I'm about to give you some spanking lore about Osa. Osa is part of the Capra squad. So if you don't know the Capra squad, they are more powerful than the gods. Yeah, bet you didn't know with that. See? And then also, Ilios from Star Rail. If you don't know a little bit of tidbit lore of Ilios, Ilios is a cat. He has like, you know, he transforms into this giant cat. So he actually is part of the Cat Bro squad. If you don't know, the Cat Bro squad is more powerful than the Aeons. So he answers to Capra. A little bit of lore right there. Didn't know that. So if you ever see a giant cat in a game, just think of Capra. Problem solved. You know what's up. No, I'm thinking of like, just for shits, put in like for this stream, just a picture of Capra as like, as like the, like, you know, banner, like being like just you know, when I'm editing the video, get a Capra picture, boom, smack it right there, and when people look at the video, they be like, the fuck is this? This is a Genshin, this isn't fucking cat. What is this? Okay, I can't pronounce that shit. Botius? 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 A Remuria? I foremost, Harmost, a Phobos. You need not introduce. Why is this dude talking so weird? What the fuck? The fuck is this? I do not deny. Oh, look at this, bruh. See, I knew. Cease, return the souls of those who live in the present, bruh. This Botius dude better listen to this cat, man. Because if he doesn't, well then. Yes, indeed, over the blah, blah, blah. I have already bound. So I will not name any names here, but I heard the person who's watching my stream was attacked today. Was attacked earlier by Capra. Capra just jumped him, just out of nowhere. Like, just the man was working, right, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, like he just, Capro just comes out of nowhere, be like, motherfucker, I told you I will get you. I told you. That's what you get for disobeying me. That's what I heard. And you know, we gotta pray for this individual that he survived. We gotta pray that he lived to tell the tale. To tell the story. Like, my prayers go out to his family, to his friends. Like, and may his soul rest in peace. And, you know, that's, at the end of the day, that's what happens when you cross paths with Capra. Like, if you owe Capra money, it's like owing a gangster. It's like owing the mafia money. Like, Capra might as well be the mafia. You owe them money, they about to come in and wreck you. I don't know what this person did. I don't know how much money this person borrowed from Capra. All I know was this is why you don't borrow money. They attacked him because he didn't pay up. I think it was like, I don't know, like $30,000 or so dollars he owed Capra. Yeah. Wild. The fuck? Like, why would he borrow $30,000? Like, what did he need the money for? That he was so desperate. And why go to Capra, of all people? are all animals. It's kind of a tragic story if I say so myself. Yeah, oh yeah, it was gotcha money. Bruh, like, this is what happened, right? It was Akron. It was Akron. He was like, I need Akron, right? And he was so desperate. Like, he saw Akron's trailer and was like, I gotta C6 Akron, but I don't got the money. Last resort, Capra. He was like, hey Capra, lend me 30,000 and I will pay you back. Capra was sitting there with his champagne, his cigar, and Capra was like, Mal, I'll give you the money, but Mal, you better pay me. If I don't see my money by the end of the week, I'm sending my Capra assassin after you, and then we'll break your knees. And if that doesn't work, we will bury you. So he got the 30,000. He got his dream of C6 in Akron. So the days went by. Capro waited. Capro didn't get his money. So Capro sent a warning. He said, you better pay me. You got 24 hours. Don't got my money by 24 hours. I'm sending my assassin Capro after you. 24 hours went by. The dude was at work. All of a sudden he gets jumped. All he sees is Capro's assassin right in his face. Capro's assassin busted his knees. Right? So, that was the warning. First warning. 24 hours later, he still didn't get the message. What happened? At the end of the week, you never saw this man again. You know why? Because Capra made him disappear. This is what happens when you borrow money for gotcha. So, moral of the story, guys, don't borrow money from Capra for gotcha games just because you want that C6. Yeah, I think that's what happened. He thought it was a year. Nah. See, Capro's not that generous. So now we gotta pray for his family, because now his family lost a loved one because of a gotcha game. But good news is, though, Capro made their money back. You know how? Because they took his account. They took his gotcha account and they sold it for more than 30,000. Capro was like, oh, let's see what he has worth selling. They stole his account. They were like, yeah, we don't sell this to get our money back. Now I wonder where that account is at. This poor soul's name is Daddy Scoots or something. I don't know. He has a weird name. Like, you know, I look at his name and I'm thinking like, the fucking, what name is this, bro? Like, he should work for Hoyo. Like he comes up with like these names that like people just can't pronounce. I don't even think Catbro can pronounce it. You know what Catbro just calls him? Dead man walking. That's what Catbro calls him. Dead man walking. So I think I'm going to change his name to Dead Man Walking. But all jokes aside, that was just like some comedy to throw your guys' way. But there is actually a moral to this story. Through all the comedy of it, there's actually a message that is very clear. If you're so addicted to gacha games that you gotta borrow money for your gacha addiction, just don't do it, okay? Like, because if you borrow money from somebody just for a gacha game, you don't know like what that person will do if you don't give them their money, right? Like if they tell you like I want my fucking money, you don't know what they don't do. So there's actually a real message to the story. Never borrow money. Only borrow money from like a friend. Like if you are a really close friend with the person and they don't mind lending you money and don't expect you to give it back, then yeah, cool. But if you borrow money from some random ass person that you don't know, well then, just don't do it, guys. It's not worth it. Especially over a gacha game. So yes, throughout the entire comedy of this story, there was actually a real message in it. And I don't, like, if you actually caught on the message of the comedy, then yeah. Bro, I am so happy they added a talking cat. This is like the best thing that Genshin could ever do for a story. Is add a cat. Like, a talking cat to boot. Okay, give me a second. I have to go get a drink. Oh my throat is dry from all this talking. Alright, okay. I am back. I have a Dr. Pepper. Shit. You know, I forgot what streaming was like because you do so much talking that throughout the stream you'll be like, shit, I'm thirsty here. My throat. I need something to drink. All this talking. Okay. Oh yeah, that Dr. Pepper. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so my plan for streaming is to do a mix of Genshin and Star Rail. So if there's like story and stuff to do in Genshin, I'm going to stream Genshin. Like, and with Genshin in this new update, there's going to be a lot of stuff that I can stream and do. So for Star Rail, the plan for Star Rail, since there's not like a whole lot of stuff to do in Star Rail. Shit. So my give me a second here. Fucking hell. I accidentally spilled a little bit of Dr. Pepper. I gotta wipe this down. Okay, so the plan for Star Rail. So this is the plan. Is to sort of like stream like what I'm working on. So I'm gonna like stream my progress. So like, you know, show sort of my builds, my characters, what I can't do, what I can do, and then sort of like get feedback. What should I improve? What should I like work on? So that's the plan for Star Rail. Sort of like, because I could use some feedback, and I'm thinking like, if I stream Star Rail, I can sort of like have the chat sort of give their opinion on what I'm doing right, what I'm doing wrong, how can I make my account better, what can I improve, and then if there's story content, let's say new story content comes out or new stuff come out, I will stream that. Or let's say I summon, so I will do like summon streams where like for both Genshin and Star Rail. But plan is to do, that's the plan for Genshin and Star Rail, sort of like mix it up. And yes, to answer your question, this Dr. Pepper is refreshing. Oh yeah. Yes. I know you whale. You are a whale in Star Rail. I know that because Capbra told me you're a whale. Capbra showed me the receipt, the bank statements. Be like, this man spent this much money to C6 these characters. How much more money is he spending? He has like that a gotcha Star Rail addiction. Be like, I gotta C6 this character. I gotta C6 this character. Let me bring the credit card out. this. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, man. Like I got your bank statements from Capra. Capra was like, here's his bank statements. Don't ask me how we got it. He claims to be free to play. He says he's free to play, but we all know it ain't true. He summons on every banner. He has the most broken relics. He max refreshes every day. So it's like I don't know what to believe anymore. He told me he was free to play. But all jokes aside, yeah, he's free to play. He's not a whale, guys. That was a joke. Yeah, was more a joke at his expense for C6 and Acheron. Yeah, like he's C6 Acheron, but he got lucky. Like he had that Capra luck. Yeah, we call it the Capra luck. Like the blessings of Capra. He pulled 2 Acherons and 1 multi. You can't do that if you don't have Capra giving you luck. I keep telling him, here's the thing. He says that he doesn't care to hit 1,000,000 damage with Acheron, right? But everybody loves big numbers, right? I told him it doesn't take a lot. It doesn't take a lot at all. It's easy to do. He needs to level up that ultimate and that skill. Level up those traces. And like get the traces to at least 9/9, right? Then level up the other stuff, like the other stuff like the bonus crit damage, bonus attack, bonus lightning. Like just level up those traces, and I bet you 100% with that C6, some really good broken artifacts, get that crit rate 200 damage. You gonna hit over 1,000,000. You don't fucking be one-shotting, right? You know what? You throw, he has a C1 Bronya, right? Throw Bronya, throw Acheron, boost that damage up. You don't be seeing big numbers. But he said, I don't need to level up the traces. I'm thinking over here, be like, the fuck is this? Level up those traces, homie. Level up the traces. It doesn't take a lot. I got my Acheron skill 8 out of 10. Ultimate, I think 9 out of 10. I'm still, like, I got the other stuff, like, unlocked. There's a few things that I do need to unlock, but other than that, it's easy. I feel like it's easier to level up characters' traces in Star Rail than it is to fucking grind relics. You know, one thing I hate about Star Rail is the relic grinding, okay? Here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna show you why. I keep telling him that Genshin artifacts are better. Like, just fucking get me out of here, man. Like, okay. We're about to show you. This is why. Oh, C2 now. He got Bronya C2. That's even better. But point is, he gotta level up those traces. Gotta stop. Stop with that. No, I don't gotta level up traces. Level up the traces. to blah 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 blah. Okay, future. Okay, we can leave the rest for later. Cat out of the bag. That's actually perfect. That's actually fun. Alright. There we go. Dialogue. No, it's not too expensive. It's not too expensive. That's an excuse. That is 100% an excuse. If I did it, you can do it. It didn't even take me long. It didn't even like take a lot of work. It took a couple, maybe like 2 or 3 days max. That's easy. Oh, what is this? Oh, so I gotta collect the bubbles. But level up those traces. There's no excuse. Oh, I fucking failed. Oh, okay. Okay, so this first part. Okay. Oh, so I gotta collect 10. No! No! Shit. Oh, fuck you. Okay. Okay, I will come back to this. Alright, so, okay. So this is what I want to show. We're not going to go to Mondstadt. Now, what I hate about Star Rail is the relic system. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. I've been farming relics for Acheron for weeks on weeks, right? And it's been shit after shit. It's been defense, right? Maybe I have gotten lucky with maybe a couple pieces, but that's a couple out of... I lost track of how many shit pieces, right? Now, what I like about Genshin artifacts, right, is this. This is why Genshin is better. This is totally opinion-based, but I think Genshin artifact farming is better. So let's say you farm one domain, right? You got a bunch of artifacts, and a lot of it was pretty mid, right? Pretty mid, meaning trash. I can go to this vendor right here. Go to craft. Boom. If I wanted to, right, I can choose to trade in a certain set of artifacts for a certain set right here. So let's say I needed ocean hued clam set, right? All I would have to do is basically give 3 pieces for 1, right? Now, I can get, basically it's random, right? Meaning that we look at the character, right? I could either get a flower piece, a plume, a feather piece, I can get a sands, a goblet, or I could get a circlet. It's all random. I don't need anything else. I don't need no extra material. All I need is to trade in 3 pieces for 1. So meaning that, let's say 3 pieces give you 1, right? You have 9 pieces, right? Meaning that you trade in 9 pieces for 3 pieces. Or you trade in 12 pieces for 4 pieces. You get the point. So honestly, and what's even great is artifacts in Genshin is like, let's say you want to run a off piece, right? That's all you need, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 pieces you gotta equip. You can run that 1 off piece. So let's say your 4 pieces are pretty decent and has pretty decent substats. That 1 piece though isn't good, right? So you get that 1 off piece that actually is better. You can throw that on and you still get the 4 piece bonus. This is where Genshin does artifacts better. So I don't like how the Star Rail team has done the relics system at all. So I think that's where Genshin is better. I'm hoping, this is what I'm hoping for Star Rail though. I'm hoping Star Rail will make the relic system bad. So this is what I think they could do, right? So Star Rail, right? In order to craft a artifact piece, you need to have like 100 or something of whatever that material is called, right? Right? Get rid of that, okay? Throw that trash out. Get it out of here. This is what they need to do. They need to add vendors, right? A crafting vendor, right? So they add a vendor, and let's say you got 3 pieces, 3 relic pieces, right, that are trash. This is where I don't mind them copying Genshin. If they do what Genshin does, right? So let's say they add vendors, and you take 3 relics, and you trade it in for a random piece, random relic piece. It could be a body, a head, hand, doesn't matter what. You will get a random piece. That would be better, right? Or they could do that. Then to make it even better, right? They give an option where, like, let's say they do all these events, right? So they come out with this material that you can get from events, or maybe you could, you know, find from chests or just from exploring the world of Star Rail, right? Or maybe you get them from quests, right? But you will have multiple ways to get it. You can use that material to change the substats of the relic. So let's say the relic piece has defense, right? But you want to change that substat to like maybe crit damage or attack or crit rate or speed. You would be able to use that material to change the substat of it. So I think there is better ways to make the relic system much more better and much more easier for people to farm. Instead of making people farm like that domain or whatever, that cavern for hours on hours, weeks for weeks, with giving shit after shit. Make it easier, okay? People will still farm no matter what. Just because you made it easier does not mean that people will still not farm. But just make it easier on the player. Especially in Star Rail, relics are more heavily required. You gotta have at least decent relics. You can't have mid relics at all to clear the harder stuff in Star Rail. Your relic at least gotta be decent enough to clear it. Whether, even if you aren't one phasing or one cycling or three cycling, they gotta still be good enough and decent enough to clear the content. So relics are more needed than artifacts in Genshin. So that's why I'm saying they gotta like really overhaul the relic system in Star Rail. I get it. Star Rail is only a year old. They can still change it. They can still make it better. But that's what I think they could do to make it better. See, this is what people gotta think about. How do we make the game better? What do we do to improve the game? How do we make it easier for both new players and older players? That's why, for me, I feel like Genshin is so easy for new players. You know why Genshin is easy for new players? Because it's not... Genshin isn't hard. It doesn't require a lot of work like Star Rail. Star Rail is, I would say, very hard for new players because you have all this content. You got all this stuff that can make it complicated and make it hard for new players, while Genshin is like, man, like, you can get away with using 4-star characters. You don't need 5-star characters. You don't need good artifacts. Okay? You don't need good artifacts. You don't need 5-star characters. So it's very easy for new players to kind of get the hang of it and sort of like be like, okay, like I can do this. Star Rail is like, be like, you know, no, we don't make this shit as hard as we can. You know, it's like kind of catering more to older players than new players. And that's kind of where I kind of feel bad for new players, because it's like, if you come in a year after Star Rail has been out, there's so much you have missed. There's so many characters you have missed. There's so much content. It's like very overwhelming. And it can't either be... It can either be a turn off and be like, this shit is just too much. So that's why it's like I'm not saying cater to casuals. I'm not saying cater to just new players. I'm just saying cater to both sides. Cater to both casuals, cater to new players, cater to old players, cater to hardcore players. Sort of, you gotta kind of like find the middle ground and to satisfy everyone. But overall, I think the Star Rail team is doing good, but they can do better. Just like Genshin can do better. Both games are great in their own aspects, and both games can be better. Is it not charging? Oh, that's a giant whale. That's a giant whale. Also, I expect this person, I'm not going to mention his name, but if he does not level up Acheron's traces, I'm about to get Cap, bro, on his ass. He's about to get a rude awakening from Cap, bro. Level up those traces. It's disgusting. It's sickening seeing a C6 Acheron and not seeing her traces leveled up. It's disrespectful to Acheron. You're holding her back. Bro, okay, this is going back. At that time, Scylla led the brutal Dragonborn to Machimos, intent on breaching the inner city Capitolium. I probably butchered that word, where the Sebastos resided. Never in my life would I ever see a cat swimming. How long it take for you to catch up after a 6-month break? Okay, so here's the thing. Because Genshin 4.5, version 4.5 was such a dry patch, which it was. It was a dry patch. Like Genshin does have dry patches. That's a thing right there. I put all my effort and time away from Genshin into Star Rail. So every day I think I spent a couple hours on Star Rail, doing dailies, doing story, trying to level up characters. I think it took me, to catch up with the story, maybe took less than a month. Like, it wasn't exactly a month, but close to a month, story-wise. Now, I'm still working on leveling up characters. So while it took less than a month to catch up with the story, it's taking a little bit longer to kind of build my characters and kind of build out my teams, especially because I need multiple, like at least 2 teams. I need roughly 2 teams. Like if I want to do the the Forgotten Hall stuff, I need at least 2 teams. So meaning that I gotta like build out like 2 entire fucking teams just to do the fucking Forgotten Hall shit. You know? Meaning that's fucking 8 characters I gotta build. So if I wanna like try to get 36 fucking stars to get all the rewards from the Forgotten Hall, right? Then yeah, I gotta build out like quite a bit of fucking characters. So I mean, I gotta get them to level 80. Meaning that I gotta get relics. Meaning that I gotta level up their fucking traces. Because that shit's important. So then we're talking about like hours upon hours of like just trying to at least get decent relics, get in the material to get them to level 80. So story wise, it takes less than a month. Account wise, getting teams and characters leveled up, shit's taking longer. Shit's taking longer than I would like. So my Jing Liu is decently built. I'm not really like, I just gotta get her to level 80. I could use a better piece for her to kind of get her attack a little bit better, but overall she's decent. So like really I could just get her to level 80 and be like, okay, I can come back to Jing Liu, right? Aventurn, he is so fucking easy to build because here's the thing, I got all defense on him. So I just gotta fucking worry about throwing defense on him, like defense and effect resist, and maybe some crit damage and crit rate, but don't really need too much crit rate on him. So it's like he's so easy to build that it's like, okay, like he's level 74 and at level 74 with over 3k defense, it's like you don't need perfect relics like for him. He's so easy to build. So I'm good with him. Acheron is this character, like building a DPS is because like, okay, so you won't crit damage, you won't crit rate, and you won't fucking attack. But trying to get those substats is like me trying to win the lottery. I got good pieces with crit damage, but the body piece is shit. And it's like I just can't get that last good piece. So like one piece is kind of holding her back. So I've been farming that domain just to get one piece, which just is very hard for some reason. But other than that, I got her traces, I got her ultimate 9 out of 10, her skill 8 out of 10. I got most of the traces unlocked. So after I'm done with Acheron, I kind of already got Pela built to a certain degree. Like Pela's relic set is decent. A few things could be changed, like more effect hit rate. I could use more effect hit rate, just Lint, I started building Lynx. I got him to level 80. I got his speed is decent. It's good enough to be like, okay, since I got Aventurn, I don't need to really focus too heavily on his relics as much, because Aventurn is over here just fucking giving out shield like left and right, and it's like, okay, like he's like the bread and butter of the team. Like he's there like to just like, you know, support the team. And so Lynx is like, I can't get away with kind of like having sort of mid relics on Lynx. I think Lynx speed is maybe around 140, 130. I think it's between 130 and 140. I think that's pretty decent enough. Because I went speed, HP, and effect resist, and I got 2 really good broken Neo pieces. I got a good rope and a good spear already on him, on Lynx, so pretty good on that. So really, like, it's like, I think really, like, I'm just trying to work on Acheron and getting that last piece and then finishing up her. I gotta like kind of level up Lynx and Pellis Traces a little more. But overall, it's like I already got like the main team I'm using to a certain point where it's like, okay, I just gotta tweak it. If I tweak it just a little bit, I can make it better. So like that main team, once that is built, then I can start kind of working on other characters. Like I can work on but that's kind of my progress. But yeah, I also think I'm getting off here, guys, too. It's almost 1, and yeah, but thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I guess I will depend. I don't know, depends on how this stream went. You probably will see more of me. So I probably will like stream around the evening times, because like I feel like that's just a better time like to do evening. So peace out, and may Capra bless your polls.